Okay all, I'd like to give you a workaround on the Brusa install on the env200. This basically adds another 16 amps charging to the env that only came with a 3.3 kilowatt charger. So basically now it's charging 6.6 kilowatt. This is a laptop with hyperterminal running. You can see that the charger is charging at 15.7 amps. Bypass current is 15.2 amps. So they're charging within half an amp of each other. Voltage at the moment 382 volts. This will charge to 93-94% before the Brusa shuts down. You can see the Brusa there and probably hear it happily running away. I've got to label up these identification ports when I get a label printer this week. Basically what we have here is the DC output sorry, of the Brusa. That's the AC supply. I can't see it, but the AC supply coming in to the junction box. In there there's an isolator, so I can isolate the Brusa should I want to. And there's a bypass feed then, because I was going to originally install the Brusa in bypass mode, but I didn't like it, so I ended up putting loading a profile in myself, where it's happily running at the moment. And like I say, it's programmed to shut out at 93%. Ideally I would have wanted it running in bypass mode. That's why you're seeing the bypass current there. That's why you're seeing that value, the bypass current. Is I wanted it to mimic the original charger, but for some reason didn't want to run in bypass mode. It would start up and then straight away initially stop. I don't know why that was. Couldn't get a workaround for it, so I decided to run the charger in auto mode and just programmed in a very basic lithium charge profile, which switches off at like I say 93, maybe 94% sometimes. See the 12 volt supply fuse going into the side of the enclosure there to supply the Brusa. You can see it happily running away. I got connected from when I had it, added to the amp seal connector the RS232 port, so I could communicate with it and program it up. But everything is working fine. Everything's working fine. Just give you a little idea of the cable run. All protected in conduit, flexible conduit. I'm quite happy with the install. A bit chuffed with myself really, that I was able to do it. This was a second-hand Brusa. It wasn't a new one. Let's have a look if you can get into the information. Doesn't say the manufacturer date, but it's a 2010 model from when I go into the proper Brusa Charge Star software. It's a 2010 model. So yes, it's a used Brusa, but it now gives me, like I say, the best part of a 32 amp charging, and I can remove this at any time I want. It'll maybe take an hour or two to remove if I wanted to set it back to a standard setup. But it's really working well. It wasn't an expensive project to undertake, but it means now that with the duty cycle I had with the vehicle, when I take my son to college in the morning, a 50-mile journey, I get home about maybe 10:15. I needed to put as much energy into the battery as I could before I set back out at 2 o'clock to pick my son up from college, another 50-mile journey. So in the summer, when I first started using the vehicle in September, when I first started using the vehicle to take my son to college, I was getting back up to about 85%. charge for the afternoon shift, so to speak. But in the winter, as I started to use the heat, it started getting colder, wetter on the roads, using more energy. I was getting back with maybe less than 10% left on the battery. So that was the reason to install the additional charger, to ensure that I can get me on a maximum charge ready for the afternoon journey. And yesterday I was up 20% within 2.25 hours. So really pleased with the way it's gone, really pleased with the install. It's working really well. That's all I can say really. Hope you enjoy it. Any information you want, just drop me a bell. Thanks very much.